Good afternoon. It's Shamila Ramjawan coming to you from the Red Corner Chat. And this evening, I have the pleasure of chatting to Shwetha Suredin, who is an honors communication science student currently, a digital marketing manager, as well as a Miss India South Africa finalist. Was it 2016?
2016.
Hi, Shwetha. How are you?
Hi, Auntie Shamila. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Thank you for coming on the chat. I think you're going to inspire so many people out there today.
Thank you for having me, and thank you for doing this and creating this platform. It's amazing.
It's only a pleasure. So we want to get to know who is Shwetha.
Okay, so to describe me in a few words, I am 23. I'm studying my honors in communication science. I've graduated with my Bachelor of Arts in Design. I love staying in. I have two really cute puppies who are literally my life. I love them to bits. So in my spare time, I handle their Instagram page, which promotes their adoption journey. Just a regular small town girl doing big things, I would say.
What are their names and what's their Instagram page handles?
It's Picasso and Pablo, and it's Picasso and Pablo the Peaks. That's their Instagram page.
Lovely. So Shwetha, what drove you to studying communication science?
Oh wow, that's such a good question, because so firstly I did my I did a design degree, and my parents were like, no, do your honors, and I'm like, no, I want to work, I want to see the field and get to know everything first. And then thank goodness for that, because I realized that it's so important to have a diverse range of skills, so not just in one specific field, but in multiple sort of fields that you can be active in. So basically, the reason for doing communication science is because I really enjoyed marketing. So from design, I kind of transformed into marketing, and then digital marketing, and then so communication science, basically.
What would be your advice to somebody leaving school and now they don't know what they want to do? They don't know what they want to study. They lost. Would you actually recommend going in that route?
So I would say that, so every job has its challenges and every career has its challenges. So I think if you have the opportunity to like job shadow someone, or sort of have guidance from someone who's in the career already, even though that's quite personal to them, I would say take that opportunity on. Know the field. Like sometimes you might want to be a lawyer, for example, but when you're actually a lawyer, it's probably not what you want, and therefore you won't be successful in it because it's not something you love doing. So I would say, like, check out the field, however like you can. That's what I would advise sort of school leavers to do, like job shadow, do a lot of research, and then don't jump all into it. Like if you're doing something, like also work and kind of see if that's something you really love before pursuing sort of other qualifications in that one specific field, just because people are telling you like, hey, you need to do XYZ, but you do all of these things and then you probably might not actually like it. So yeah, I really feel that having a qualification is very important, but also loving what you do is very much more important.
Absolutely. So where to from here? You graduate and then are you going on to do your master's and your doctorate?
So I've had this question from another person who's doing the degree as well, and she's like, oh, let's do our master's, and I'm like, I think I need a break. So honors is a lot. I know you're doing your doctorate, so I'm sure you understand it's a lot of work. So yeah, I think I'm going to take a break. Obviously, I'd like to gain a lot more experience in the field, and we'll see after that. Maybe not.
Yes, I think before pursuing a master's degree, it's actually very important to get some work experience, at least 2 to 3 years work experience, and then go on to do your master's. I always, if people ask me, should I do a master's degree or should I do an MBA? I would say go for the MBA route because it gives you more business skills, especially with you becoming an entrepreneur.
Yes.
So I think, that you're going to acquire more skills and that's going to take you to a different level altogether. And that's exactly what I'm so grateful for doing my MBA because it's actually taken me to different heights in terms of business. Because
Yes, 100%.
because the MBA opens so many doors for you, and you gain so much of knowledge in various aspects of business. From HR to operations to manufacturing to marketing, all types of skills. So
yes, and that's actually what you need. So that relates back to what I said earlier on with having a diverse range of skills. So you can, it's not like you specialize in one sort of thing. You have a knowledge on multiple things.
yes, absolutely. So yes, if you really want to take a gap year, not more than 2 years, because then you become lazy and it's actually quite difficult to start again. So while you're still with the studying, just go on and do it because, education is something that no one can take away from you. And
Absolutely.
the more you upskill yourself in terms of education, it's just amazing what you can actually gain out of it.
Absolutely. No, I 100% agree. And it has to be something you love doing. It's not like studying because someone told me so or, for any other reason, but because I want to know more and I want to learn and I want to love what I'm doing. So I think you also have to have that within you before you're like, okay, I'm going to take on X, Y, Z. And it's just like kind of a task and you're not really fully in it. So yeah,
Yes.
But I'm definitely going to consider what you just said.
So Shwetha, coming from talking about business degrees, you started your own business, you're a young entrepreneur. Do you maybe want to take me through your digital marketing company?
Yes. So right now it's still I would say very new, very low key. Basically, it's called the Social Space. I specialize in helping startup companies with digital marketing, social media, more importantly, because I believe that coming from a digital marketing background and design and so forth, I believe that it's really important to get the message across in the right way and the right format. So, for example, you need to, like, if you're targeting sort of moms, you can't have like a weird picture there. Like, it has to be appealing to a mom or a baby, that sort of vibe, which I think a lot of people who kind of do it themselves don't sort of get. They just like, it looks pretty, I'm just going to do it. But there's a whole lot of meaning behind the things we post on social media, especially in like from an advertising perspective. So yeah, that's kind of where this whole thing originated from. Yeah, so basically we help small businesses, and it's the niche is small business, small startup businesses. So it's only like if you're a startup, I'll be able to help you, because I feel that at that point it's really much more important that you get the right message across, because that's kind of your foundation of your brand.
Getting the right message across, that's very important. Keywords. How do you market your business?
So right now, I'm going to be very honest. I don't, because honors is taking up so much of my time, and I work a full day job. So it's kind of just like people spreading the word. Like my cousin spread the word for me, and then her colleague kind of approached me, and I've helped them out. And my aunt, who started a sweetmeat business, I've helped her out, that sort of thing. But next year, after my honors, I'm full-time into it.
Okay, so it's great that you're helping people out and you're getting the experience along the way. Well done on that. But I think, did you create any Facebook, Instagram?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm on Facebook, I'm on Instagram, but in terms of actively marketing it right now, I think I'd rather just have like kind of be in the background, if I could say that, and sort of develop the skills while learning, while helping, and yeah, eventually build a really big brand out of this.
Okay, baby steps. So you should start now
Yes.
and just start getting active. And you know the whole idea behind branding, especially with a
Yes.
marketing company or any company for that matter, you've got to start with yourself. So you start with your personal branding,
Absolutely.
that's your company, and then it's your product or your service. So always remember that.
Yes.
So if you start
Yes,
elevating
definitely.
your personal profile now, people are going to recognize
Yes,
your brand when you do eventually launch properly. So get it
100%.
out there and just start marketing. And you're in the right space because digital
Yes,
marketing is the in thing right now. And we know that. COVID has
absolutely.
taught us that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's vital to be on social and digital media, like, and especially knowing it, it's very important, especially in these times.
So you launched the Girl Boss Space. What is that all
Yes.
about?
So coming back to your previous comment about marketing it in baby steps, so the Girl Boss Space it's sort of a group. So it's a social media group that I've created in conjunction with the social space. And it's basically a platform for women entrepreneurs, strictly women entrepreneurs, to kind of share and network. So it's not like other groups where it's kind of just where you invite ladies and you kind of share stories and so forth and share advice. This is strictly for business, to connect with other entrepreneurs and other women entrepreneurs, to share ideas, to connect. And it's kind of like I know a person sort of feel. And it's just to connect, to share ideas. Next year I plan to kind of take it one step further and do like online mentoring sessions and that sort of thing. So I have big plans for that next year. But like I said, this honors degree is taking up so much of my time.
Okay, so your mentoring sessions and everything that you're going to do going forward, are you going to charge? Does it come at a fee?
So no, as long as you fit the criteria of the group and you accept the rules, there's no fee for it. It's sort of like
No, no, girl. Okay, carry on.
I just want to help everyone. Let's just put it that way. But obviously, you have to be an active business. Like, for example, like you, for example, it can't just be any other person, who just wants to join for the sake of. You have to also be willing to contribute something in order to participate and be part of the group.
Okay, so let me give you just an observation. I belong to a
Mm-hmm.
group. It's a
Yeah.
women's group as well. And
Mm-hmm.
recently they came up with something where they actually charging you to advertise on their page.
Mm-hmm.
It's either
I've seen
200
that.
Rand or 300 Rand a month. Okay. And you can post 2 advertisements a week.
Mm-hmm.
So that's something to think about going forward. Remember, you
Mm-hmm.
a startup, an
Yes.
entrepreneur that's starting from scratch. You don't have
Mm-hmm.
funding, you don't have any financial backing.
Yeah.
You need to start earning an income. You can't say, I'm going to let everybody have things for free.
I think eventually, you have to start somewhere. You can't be a small brand and be like, I'm charging you this hefty amount. So it will develop into sort of a advertising sort of space, but it's more coming from a helpful networking perspective, more than to make money out of it, if I could say that. But I do get what you're saying. But yeah, maybe advertising and charging people to advertise at a later stage, would be a good idea.
Business is business. Let me tell you, when I launched the Princess D Menstrual Cup, in the first year, I gave away 2,000 units for free.
Wow.
And that
Wow.
is
And that must cost a lot to
yes,
manufacture.
yes. And trust
Wow.
me, the people that I gave it to, none of them, or I would say I think 10 out of the 2,000 actually came back and they gave me reviews on the
Wow.
product or some sort of business out of it. The others, I never heard
Sure.
from them. It's either sitting on their shelves or using it as well. So you
Yes.
just got to be careful with business when you start. Everybody wants freebies.
Absolutely.
And you just
Absolutely.
you got to set rules, whether it's family or anybody, you got to say business is business.
Absolutely. No, 100%. No,
Because
I
they
really
could be
agree.
eating on your profits. And remember, time is money.
Absolutely. No,
So,
definitely. I think at this stage, because I know so many sort of female owned businesses, it's kind of just like getting to know each other, that getting to know each other stage, if I could say that. And then obviously later taking it on, because like I said, I am from a, marketing sort of background. So I have a long-term plan, but I really, honestly coming from a place of, I just want to help women entrepreneurs connect, network, get ideas, get help. So yeah, that's basically the Girl Boss space.
perfect. I wish you everything of the best, and I know you're going to do very well. If you need any
Thank
help,
you.
marketing is my profession,
Oh
actually.
wow, really?
Yes.
I actually didn't know that. That's amazing.
Yes. No, all my qualifications are marketing. I'm actually lecturing entrepreneurship at the moment in business management.
Oh wow, that's so
So
cool. I
if
know
there's
that.
anything that you need, you want to find out about, just shout and I will help you at no charge.
See, you contradicting yourself now.
It's okay. It's okay. I built my business now, so I can actually say, no, I can mentor somebody at no charge. It's fine.
No, definitely, definitely. Thank you for that. I really will be in touch with regards to the plan and what you think of these ideas, because you've been in the business and you've been in this industry. So I'm sure you know much more than I do at this stage.
Absolutely. And if you look at Daksha, she's doing
Yes,
so well. I've been mentoring her and
absolutely.
she's now launched her own brand and she's doing
I
so
know. I'm
well.
so excited about Saji. I'm so excited.
We are so excited because from next week we start delivering Taji and I'm like
Oh
so excited,
wow.
so proud of her. Yes. It's
Absolutely.
finally
That's
here.
amazing. I know. Oh, we've been waiting. I really can't wait to get mine.
Shweta, just COVID-19, what has it taught you?
Oh, to live in the moment. You just have to live in the moment. Sadly, it's been a kind of a sensitive one. I've lost someone really close to me to COVID recently. So, if anything, I've realized that you need to appreciate the people you have, the moment you have, and the things you have around you now. There's as much as we can say, let's plan for the next 2 years, 5 years, etc. But you need to appreciate the moment. You need to appreciate the time you have right now, because yeah, I don't know, if life is unpredictable. So yeah, just appreciate the moment.
I love that. That is actually so real and so true. We have to,
Yeah,
don't put things off for tomorrow. If you can do it today, do it
absolutely.
today. Have fun while you're doing it because life is so short. We're losing families and friends, and we need to live in the moment, like you said.
Yes, no,
So,
definitely.
Shweta,
It's really important.
something that
Mhm.
I wouldn't say, okay, I am proud of as well. Pageantry. You've
Yes.
entered the Miss India South Africa pageant, a finalist in 2016. Do you maybe want to take me to that journey? What actually made you enter a pageant?
So I entered, I think it was December 2015. I can't remember the exact timelines now. So basically the pageant is two segments. There's obviously the sort of provincial sort of pageant, and then it goes on to the national one. So first, obviously, you had to enter Miss India Gauteng. And then from there, a few finalists get selected and then they move on to Miss India South Africa. So basically, my journey started with, it was actually my mom who sort of encouraged me, to enter this. And I'm so glad that she did, because I've learned so much about myself, confidence wise, in every single way. You don't have to wear a crown for it to impact you and make a difference. You can be all of those things without a title. So I think if there's something I learned from pageantry, it's exactly that. So in that year of Miss India Gauteng and in Miss India South Africa, actually previously to that, I did a lot of community work, community engagement. And in that year, it actually, obviously, I did a lot more, not for brownie points or anything, but just because you kind of, you want to get your name out there and so forth. So I actually really enjoy and not that I have stopped or anything, I'm still carried on with the charity stuff, but that year was really special in terms of the projects that I did. I did so many projects that year because obviously time permitting and obviously circumstances and so forth. But yeah, that was a big part of pageantry for me, which I really enjoyed. Yeah, so that was Miss India. So I did Miss India. That was held at Gold Reef, and then I think that year as well, Miss India South Africa was held at Gold Reef as well. Unfortunately, I didn't win either one, but like I said, I've just become a whole lot of a bigger, better person, if I could put it that way. So yeah, I absolutely enjoy the experience. The platform's amazing. It's opened up so many doors. Yeah, it's really been amazing to be part of such a great organization. Yeah, it was really, really good.
Well, I think when I said my passion, I love actually judging the pageants because I've judged the
Okay.
Miss Teenager South Africa, I've judged the Miss India South Africa, the regional and the provincial and the finals. I've judged
Yes.
a pageant overseas, Miss India worldwide
Wow.
overseas.
I actually remember that. Yes.
Yes. So for me, it's all about judging the pageants and just seeing the girls out there and just, it's amazing how confident some of the girls are. Some of them are
Absolutely.
introverts, but when
Absolutely.
you get onto that stage, you're a totally different person.
Absolutely. It's really, it kind of brings you to yourself, if I could say that. You kind of like have to be in line, to in terms of answering questions, in terms of talent segments, in terms of modeling. Modeling itself is very like you have to be confident in order to model, which is all of the things I was not good at before. Like I was super quiet, I wouldn't speak out, and now I'm completely different. Completely the opposite, if I could say.
Yes, it actually changes you. So in
Yes.
the cultural segment, what did you do there? Or the talent segment?
So the Gauteng pageant, Miss India Gauteng, I did I think it was a Bharatanatyam dance to one of Sri Devi's songs. I can't remember the movie now. But that was really beautiful. It was the first time I had done Bharatanatyam dancing. So yeah, it was really beautiful. I was actually taught by my mom's teacher, um, who, yeah, she was taught by many moons ago. So that was really special. And then in the final, it was to Jay Ho. It was a cultural piece. And that was, yeah, I think it was special because kind of I wore the Indian colors, the colors of the flag. And yeah, that was really special to me because it was kind of like, oh, Indian. So yeah, that was really nice.
And do you dance now?
I do actually dance in my free time. I dance with Shingar Dance Academy. However, due to COVID, we've stopped classes. But yeah, I love dancing. It's usually once a week, and it's like the best time of the week for me because I get to just like forget about work and everything else and just do something that makes me happy. So yeah, absolutely love dancing now.
What do you do for fun?
Oh, that's a good question. I love food. So I like trying out new food. Um, yeah, restaurants. I'm not really like an outdoor person, I would say. So you wouldn't really find me hiking or like those types of things. I really like to travel, but obviously due to COVID, um, that's not happened at all. But yeah, those are the types of things I like to do. Obviously Netflix. Yeah, the normal stuff, I would say.
Okay, my next question, do you cook?
I actually do cook. I actually do cook.
And what's your favorite?
So I'm pescatarian, but before that,
Oh,
I
just
really
like
love
us. We
butter
also
chicken.
pescatarian.
I actually realized how much we actually have in common. That's so crazy. Yeah, so I used to really like making butter chicken, but now it's mostly like pastas and so forth, like Italian vibes, if I could say.
So if you had to give a message out to the youth, what would it be? Any message, advice, or just a power message? What would you say to the youth out there?
Okay, so my message would be live in the moment. Definitely, that's the first message. Like, embrace everything, the good times, the bad times, the times your parents are shouting at you, the times you just want to give them a hug. Embrace it. And also, don't let what people say negatively affect you. Like, use it like as a criticism, use it to build yourself up, but don't let it put you down. Because people will always talk. They'll always say you can't do this, or you should do it better, or somebody else is doing it better. But you're unique, so do it the way you want to do it. Take advice, but just always give your best. And then if you give your best, there's nothing more you can give. So yeah, just be you and do you.
You know, I posted something on social media. I think it was today, or was it yesterday? People will not believe in your dreams, or just in that context. But later on, they will actually say how they met you.
Yes, absolutely. That's so true.
And that is so true, because people don't believe in other people. They don't believe in what other people want to do. And eventually, when that person becomes highly elevated, then they actually want to know that person, and they want other people to know that they know that person.
Absolutely. It's such an irony, like if you think about it. And it kind of relates to what I said. Like, people will always say, like, you can't do this, or you can't accomplish this, and so forth. But if you know and you feel like, hey, that's my dream, I'm going to do it, then just do it. Don't let people hold you back. Yeah, you just got to live for you and live in the moment, live now.
Absolutely. Just believe in yourself. I think that is the important message, because you know within yourself if you can actually do whatever you want to do, and just go out there, and the world is your oyster.
Absolutely. And failure is part of the journey. You fail, you stumble, it's part of the journey. You just get back up and you carry on and you try again.
Yes, I like that. I just love that. Shwetha, any last message from you, or anything you want to add?
Just thank you. Thank you for having me. Thank you for having all the other amazing women on this platform. I've been trying to keep up with each and every one. But yeah, it's been amazing knowing other people and networking with them through your platform, and knowing the person behind the name, if I could say that. So yeah, thank you for having all of us. Thank you for everything you're doing. And yeah, just keep safe. Everybody who's watching, keep safe and stay healthy. That's all.
It's only a pleasure, and it's such a nice feeling talking to youngsters and getting to know more about what you are doing. And in turn, you're going to inspire so many other youngsters out there, because if you can do it, they can do it as well. A young entrepreneur, absolutely. You have so much going for you, and so much more that's coming. I wish you everything of the best.
Thank you so much. And thank you, and all the best with your studies as well. And yeah, hope to chat to you soon again.
Oh, definitely. Take care. All the best.
Thank you. You too. Take care. Bye.
Thank you, everyone, for watching. We will be posting the links later on, and I think everybody will get an opportunity to actually watch it, and just keep looking out for more inspiring people that's coming on the chat. Take care. Bye.